G'day, it's Pete here. Every year, the IPBA, the International Bridge Press Association, hands out awards for Best Played Hand of the Year, Best Defended Hand of the Year, and things like that. And I want to go early, but I have a potential candidate for the Best Played Hand of the Year. So this came from the quarterfinals of one of the nationals we had in Australia, where we had North-South Team Ziggy versus East-West Team Butts playing. And they bid all the way to a Grand Slam. This is Justin Mill, my old partner playing here. And here, the auction went one spade, and East got in there with 4 clubs and went Roman key card, and then he bid 5 spades, showing 2 with the queen. They said, we've got all the key cards, tell me about the kings. 6 diamonds says, I had the king of diamonds. And 6 hearts here just said, did you have anything else that, like, I want to bid Grand Slam, but I can't quite do it. Do you have anything there? And here, they didn't really have too much more, but he did have a little bit of extra shape. And also they have very aggressive openings at first seat favorable. So Justin was thinking that in terms of for partner to be able to key card over my 1 spade opening, they have to have a pretty decent hand, because at first seat favorable, they might have been opening even 9 counts. So here they've shown their high cards, but the singleton heart's good. Also is pretty sure partner has a club shortage as well. So he accepted. He bid 7 spades. And here you get the king of clubs lead, and Grand Slam looks pretty good here. So you've got 3 club losers here. Obviously, if they trump the opening club lead, not great, but there was no Lightner double or anything like that. But here you've got 3 club losers, and you can probably trump those. And you have a diamond loser, which you can probably throw on the king of hearts. Even if you can't trump all the clubs, then maybe you can set up hearts as well. So you've got a few backup options here. So if spades are 2-1, you'll be able to just draw trumps and claim. If spades are 3-0, maybe you can set up the hearts and just trump 2 of your clubs, and then the 5th heart might be a winner there as well. So all things are looking pretty cruisy here. So he overcomes the first hurdle. The opening club does not get trumped and wins the ace. But now when you play a spade, East discards a club. So you do run into the 3-0 break. So you can't claim just yet. But it probably wouldn't be the best played hand of the year if you didn't have to overcome a challenge like that. Oh yeah, it's just a claim at trick 2 sort of thing. So anyway, we went up with the ace of spades, and now it looks like you really just want to get the heart set up so that you can proceed from here. So West, we know, started with 3 spades to the jack. They're just going to fall under the ace, king, queen. So the 3-0 break won't hamper you too much, except that you can't do all the trumping that you would want to do. So it went over to the ace of hearts, and then back to the ace of diamonds. And at this stage, he now played the king of hearts and threw a club away, and another heart, just hoping to set up the long hearts such that you can then just enjoy that 5th card. But here, West shows out. So East actually had 5 hearts to go with their 4 club bid. So East has a stack of clubs, and we did see the 2 of clubs here gone. So here, we know East only had 6 clubs, and they've got 5 hearts. So straight away, we can know that they've got 0 spades, 5 hearts, 2 diamonds, and 6 clubs. So overall, the whole hand shape is known at precisely this point. But if you look at your issues here, you can't actually trump both of your clubs, because that jack of spades is going to be pesky and you're going to get over-trumped. Also, with East having 5 hearts, we can't actually just set up our heart for a discard either. And we can't draw the trumps, because then we won't be able to trump enough of the losers. So here, things are looking a little bit dire. So he trumped in, and then played king of diamonds and trumped a diamond. And at this stage, I'll open up all the cards. So here East has the Queen 7, the Queen Jack 10 of hearts. We know that there's the Jack of spades, and they play a low spade and they put in the 10, which is relatively easy to do. But, you might have think like, oh, well, we know it's going to fall under the Queen and King anyway, so it doesn't make any real difference. So at this stage, it was actually claimed. And the view graph operator at the time was like, oh, so is this down 1? No. Let's check out how the play actually continues here. So they play the 10 of clubs, and now you lead the Queen of spades from the north hand. At this stage, what does East actually discard? So if East discards a heart, now what you do is you overtake with the King of spades, and now you can trump 1 heart and the Queen will fall. If instead East doesn't discard a heart and they throw a club, you stay in the north hand playing low, and then you can trump a club and your last club is good. So here, East actually gets squeezed. This is called an entry shifting trump squeeze. So East has to discard either a heart or a club, but the main issue is they don't know which hand you're actually going to win the trick in. If they knew you were going to win the trick in the north hand, great, they would hold on to their clubs. Or if they knew that they were going to win your trick in the south hand, great, they'd hold on to the hearts. So check out the importance here of finessing this Jack of spades. When they play a spade to the 10, that gives you the option there to be able to play the spades either way. So if instead they'd put up the Queen just thinking, great, the King's going to take the next trick, now when you lead the 10 of spades, you'll have to be winning it in the south hand, in which case you can just throw a club away. And now you won't be able to set up the rest of the tricks. So it's one of these ones where it might seem just intuitive just to finesse the 10 of spades because no harm, but it actually gives you this option to choose which hand to win in and then actually squeeze East. So entry shifting trump squeezes are amazingly rare, but to actually pull one off in a Grand Slam is just insane to me. This is just fantastic. So to me, this is one of the best played hands of the year. I love that it got claimed. The view graph operator wasn't sure what was happening either. But it was just fantastic here. Now, if I go back to the start of the hand, you can actually make this hand in a much simpler way if you knew that East had 6 clubs. The fact that East jumped with 4 clubs and never, they could have done like a Michael's Cupid showing hearts and clubs. But an alternative way of doing this is you could just trump 1 club low, but the issue is, given the bidding, you would expect that this would get over-ruffed all the time. And if you trump 1 low, you could then also trump one of them high as well. And then after doing this, what you could actually do is you could discard the other one on the King of hearts, and you just need to trump 1 diamond, which you can do pretty safely after just checking out what's going on in trumps. So there is an easier way to play, but the 4 club bid here made that line of play look pretty poor, because you'd expect that the clubs are breaking terribly. But anyway, I just thought this was just a really amazing hand. So well played, Juz. Hope you enjoyed this, and this is my contender for best played hand of the year. I've gone early, but I reckon it's up there. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.